Woman lost forehead after resting knees on dashboard before horror car crash. Mirror Online. Grain Keeley, from Louth, Ireland, is urging people to not make the same mistake she did. A woman has told of how she lost her forehead and 2 teeth in a horror crash after resting her feet on the dashboard of her boyfriend Andapo's car. Grain Keeley Andapo's knees were sent flying into her face when the airbags inflated at Andapo. 200 mph Andapo. In the horror smash, it wouldn't Andapo TV until a week later that the 22-year-old woke up and looked at herself in the mirror and saw her devastating injuries. She thought it was someone else looking back at her in the reflection, and her life was turned upside down. Grain had broken every bone in her face, suffered a brain injury, and had to have her forehead removed. Thankfully I remember looking in the mirror for the first time and it was horrific, she told My mother wouldn't Andapo allow any pictures to be taken of how I looked straight after the accident, and I Andapo I'm glad because I couldn't Andapo imagine at that time how I could Andapo be looked any worse. On that fateful evening on December 16, 2006, Grain, now 35, admitted she had decided to put her feet on the dashboard to be more comfortable. She recalled, it was something I rarely did and only did that morning as I had bought a new pair of UGG boots and knew that I wouldn't dirty the dashboard. Silly when you think about it. She has no recollection of the crash, and afterwards when a nurse asked her what month it was, she said September, when it was in fact December. I have no memory of the accident, the 3 months leading up to it or the month following it, she said. She underwent a 10-and-a-half operation to fix the multiple fractures on her face and injuries to her brain. Her forehead was removed when she contracted an infection. My head sunk in and I looked a little strange, Grain admitted. She tried to hide it with hats but still got strange looks from people and began to stop going out to places. She also removed mirrors from her bedroom. Grain said, I went out 2 or 3 times and I used to wear bandanas to try and cover it up, but one guy was drunk one night out and pulled it off and grabbed it. She was eventually fitted with a ceramic forehead 2 years later in 2009. In 2017, she finally felt brave enough to share her story and issued an urgent plea to others not to make the same mistake she did. She admitted it made her stomach churn when she saw someone with their feet on the dashboard and was at breaking point when shared a snap doing it. Mum Grain previously posted on her page, "It breaks my heart that I can Andapo to reach enough people to warn them before another person has to go through what I had to go through. Please help make more people aware of the dangers of having your feet on the dashboard. Trust me, when I am still recovering from my accident 10 years later." She also told, "I would absolutely hate to think of somebody else going through the same thing. My family has been. I would just hope and pray that people will listen and learn from my horrible experience, because it really has not been an easy road at all, and it's a road I am still on." Grain is still recovering from the ordeal more than 10 years on, including Andapo. Losing words. Andapo. In the middle of she suffers when too many people are talking around her and sometimes finds it difficult to stay focused. She added, "I would hate for another person Andapo's family to have to get that dreaded phone call as mine did. I have always said I see passengers with their feet on the dashboard a lot of the time and it breaks my heart. I Andapo."
Raindrop, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park,